Japan. So looking at the brackets, it's the final place up for grabs in the semi-finals. And the winner here will take on Nozomi Okuhara. What a wonderful win she had against Gregoria Mariska Tunjung.
The umpire of the match, Indonesia. And the service judge, Muhammad Hatta, Indonesia. And now, please welcome Ratchanok Intanon, Natsuki Nidaira, Japan.
So here are our players. And a big ask, you would imagine, for Natsuki Nidaira. A huge task ahead of her against a former world champion. First time these two players have met, promoted from the qualifiers. This is a huge outing for her.
You win the toss. To serve. Nidaira, that's it. That's it.
So Ratchanok Intanon is 28 years of age, 169 centimeters tall, from Yasodon, 13th in the world. Of course, she is a former world number one, a former world champion at #1 spot, achieved back in April of 2016. She came third in the 2019 World Champs. Is also a former Asia champion in 2015, well, also a triple World Junior Champion between 2009 and 2011. She had a relatively interesting time against Baewon Tung. She was under a bit of pressure for a bit, but actually that finished fairly quickly, 48 minutes. 5 titles on the World Tour, most recently the Malaysia Open. Last year she was runner-up at the Canada Open. Natsuki Nidaira is from Ibaraki. She's 25 years of age and currently 34th in the world, but has been much higher, well, relatively much higher at 24th. Still a decent increase. Former World Junior Singles bronze medalist in 2015. Decent results there when you look at it for Mardani and Katitong. Both of them in straight games as well. Has never won on the World Tour. A runner-up finish at the Swiss Open is her best performance. Roberto Stomy Oscariano is our
ready to play
Indonesian umpire. Muhammad Hatta will be assisting him as our service judge. Yeah, a bit of a David and Goliath won this one, really. And the pressure's all on Ratchanok here, really. So if you've been promoted from the qualifiers, you at least don't have to go through all that, but it does mean that you are very soon up against some fantastic players. But she's already shown that she can beat the likes of Sudirman.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Natsuki Nidaira, Japan. And on my left, Ratchanok Intanon, Thailand. Ratchanok Intanon to serve. Love hold. Play.
Well, yesterday, Ratchanok seemed to enjoy this end. Played far better here. Found that space in the top left-hand corner. In other words, Nidaira's forehand at the back court, particularly productive.
Service over. 1 love.
Very nicely played by Nidaira. It's a decent start from her, isn't it? And reminder again that Ratchanok had a pretty serious injury in the second half of last year that saw her miss out quite a few months. So this is really a comeback trail.
Service over. 1, 2.
Reminder that this year she has played all three of the tournaments. Out in the second round of the Malaysia Open, Chen Yufei beat her. Lost in the opening round of the India Open. That's always a tough one, isn't it? But she did take An Seong to 3. Mind you, An Seong not at her very best. There you go. There's the area we spoke of.
2.
And yeah, here she is now into the quarterfinals of the Indonesia Masters.
Service over.
Big swing there
3,
from Ratchanok.
2.
Yeah, you can see she's sort of again aiming for that sort of area
2.
on that forehand of hers. Just going down the line quite a bit.
Service over. 3, 4.
It's gone just a little long. Nidaira's at the moment doing pretty well here. And it's gone back in front.
Service over. 5, 4. Service over. 5, 0.
Well, there's always this maybe misconception is the word to use, that high-ranked player should be cruising against the lower-ranked one and hammering them right from the very start. Doesn't quite work that way. She's also just feeling her way into this, Ratchanok. She's not, remember, at quite 100% either. She herself has said that she's been starting a little slowly.
Service over, 6-5.
And she certainly was a little slow against Baewon Tang as well yesterday. Won the first and then was badly beaten in the second, and was under pressure in the third for a little bit.
Seven, 5. Ratchanok Intanon.
It's going to be a challenge here from the tie.
Out.
Very much out, wasn't it, that one? Not even close.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 8-5. Play.
Just a little short there of Ratchanok.
9-5. Change.
That's a lovely shot, wasn't it?
Service over.
Just a tad bit of slice on
6,
it. Took the
9.
pace off it. She's still trailing here. This is a really good start from Nidaira. We are talking the world number 13 against the world number 34 now.
7.
But this is quite the start. She leads by 4 points against Ratchanok Intanon in game 1.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Coach, with the DHN. Eleven, 7. Play. Service over. 8-11.
Let's see now how Ratchanok proceeds here. Oh, that is glorious. Cross court from
9.
Ratchanok Intanon.
11.
No chance for Natsuki Nidaira.
Change.
Really, really good shot. Haven't seen that many outright winners from her. Ratchanok Intanon, who last year in terms of the quarterfinals got to only 3, won 1 and lost 2.
10, 11.
Won the Indonesia Open, in fact, which is, of course, the sister tournament, the big sister tournament, shall we say. Well, she beat Akane Yamaguchi in the quarters. Excellent result. But lost to An Se-young in 2 other tournaments, the Japan Open and the Indonesia Masters, this very tournament. At this stage last year. At that point, she was 6th in the world. And she's battled back brilliantly since the interval. She's placed those shots as well excellently.
Service over.
Well, Nidaira brings that little run to an end, but it's put Ratchanok Intanon into at least a much better position here. 4 points in a row for the tie. 5 out of 6 now.
Service
for her.
over. 12 all.
Natsuki Nidaira on the World Tour has never reached a quarter-final, so this is of I should probably qualify that. She's never won a quarter-final in 2023, to be more precise in what I'm saying. She got to 3 of them, lost all 3.
13,
Spain Masters,
12.
Orient Masters and the Korea Masters. So, like her opponent here, she reached 3 quarters but won none of them.
Thank you.
And in her career, in terms of quarterfinals, she's reached 12 of them. 7 wins, 5 losses. Her last win, though, was at the Indonesia Masters. Not this one, though, the Super 100 Indonesia Masters version. That was in October 2022. So it's been some time.
14-12.
But this, looking at the previous quarterfinals, this is by far one of the more prominent ones that she's got to. I think it's the most prominent one. Ratchanok has been trailing for
13.
much of this first game. In fact, she has not actually led at any point.
Service over. 15.
Still 2 points. This is very good from Nidaira.
Service over.
Ratchanok, for her part, in terms of quarterfinals, well, she's been in 56 of them, but won only 20. So she has a losing record in quarterfinals.
Okay, thank you.
And that's something she wants to, I'm sure, turn around quite rapidly.
Play.
The last quarterfinal was at the Australian Open. 21 wins, 36 losses. It was a decent shot, wasn't it? Well played. Stretching her opponent. Excellent from Intanon.
15 all.
Brings it to the net. It goes long.
Service over 16, 15.
That's getting very, very nicely done by Nidaira, who every time Ratchanok comes close, he just takes that bit of pressure off.
Seventeen, 15.
Well, this would be a huge coup for Nidaira. But again, she's constructed her rallies very nicely as well, Nidaira. Just looked a little out of sorts, I think, Ratchanok. She's racking on these points. She's 4 away now.
15.
That's gone long. Well, 5 game points. Who would have thought that earlier for Natsuki Nidaira? This is fantastic for her. That one is good though. Saved by Ratchanok.
Over 16, 20.
Four more to save for Ratchanok Intanon. So a brilliant start from Natsuki Nidaira against a heavily fancied opponent, and the Japanese has actually taken the lead here. So brilliant start here from the Japanese player. Natsuki Nidaira has been plucky, has taken the chances, and is leading at the moment 21-16, or 1 game to 0 for Natsuki Nidaira.
Round 1, 20 seconds. Second game, block ball, play. Service over, 1 love, change.
Well, you would expect now quite the response from Ratchanok Intanon, who will be stung into action perhaps after losing that first game. She was pretty much behind it throughout, and that's a credit to Natsuki Nidaira. And she was on the end that she certainly seemed to play a lot better on yesterday, Ratchanok. So it's a bit surprising, this.
Service over.
She had a bit of quite the start on the opening points, smashing emphatically. Nidaira might just have the bit between her teeth.
Two, 1. Service over, 2-0.
But lots of encouragement for Nidaira and how she approached that. It was so convincing.
Service over.
She won a very similar sort of start. Remember, at one stage, she was at 9-5. It was a great surge towards the end when it was 15-all the scores. She might feel she's got a bit between her teeth. In the end, that was a decision that went against Ratchanok. It looked like it might be against her opponent, but it's the Thai, I think, who's now challenges. It is indeed out.
Challenge
So it's an unsuccessful challenge.
One challenge remaining.
Ratchanok.
4-2. Play. Five, 2.
A lead of 3 here for Nidaira. This is similar, isn't it? The unforced errors are also creeping up for Ratchanok. Now, throughout her career, Ratchanok against Japanese players in quarterfinals, she's won 4, lost 3. Won her last couple. I remember I mentioned beating Akane Yamaguchi in the quarterfinals of the Indonesia Open. She also beat Nozomi Okuhara. That's a long time ago, though, 2019.
Service over. 3.
At all levels of competition, she has beaten. She has not a very good record against Japanese players. 9 wins, 19 defeats.
Hold. 4-6.
Yeah, she's trying a little comeback here herself. Yeah, she's playing with real confidence, Natsuki Nidaira, you gotta say.
4.
Against Thai players. They played against a Thai in the quarterfinals of a World Tour tournament. But she has played Thais in other rounds of tournaments and won 3 and lost 5.
Service over. 5-8. Wipe the court, please. For the attendance. Wipe the court. Thank you.
3-point lead here. Absolutely crucial for Nidaira in the final reckoning, perhaps.
Play.
Oh, what a return.
6-8.
From Ratchanok. Stretch there. She took a gamble. Left it. Natsuki Nidaira. Yeah, she knows it. Lovely deception. Steps
Service
one way,
over.
racket the other.
9-6.
Boxed Ratchanok there. That looked out as well.
Ratchanok Intanon challenges. Call out.
Yeah, it looks like a hopeful one. She had one of these in the last game. Again, it is
Challenge
well out.
unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 10-6.
And she had
Play.
a decent lead in the first game, but she might have an even better one here, Nidaira. Which she does.
11-6 interval.
Natsuki Nidaira leads 11-6 against Ratchanok Intanon. A comfortable 5-point lead, and she had an even smaller one than this at the start, at the last game, at the interval stage. And she might be in a very good position, having already won that first game.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Good. 11-6. Play. Six. Nidaira, change.
This is really running away from Ratchanok. And you've got to look at, again, the record of Natsuki Nidaira, who has only played ties 8 times and only won 3 of the 8, but
service over.
Looking extremely comfortable
7,
against
12.
Ratchanok leads by 5 here now. Dare she think about a win here?
Service over 13-7.
I'm just looking at her record. Nidaira has not beaten anyone this highly ranked. This would be a huge scalp for her if she can do it. She's beaten a 16th in the world, Baeyeonju in 2016.
13.
Baeyeonju in 2022 in the Taipei Open, 2nd round. Chi was number 17th in the world when she beat her at the Asia Championships. Yeah, this is huge. She's still got to get there. She's leading by 5 here. She's just got to finish this off. She's looking very, very good to do it.
Service over.
You have to say.
14-8.
She's played against top 10 players before, lost all 5, but don't forget, right now, she's not a top 10 player, Ratchanok Intanon. She's won 4 times against top 20 players. Look at this, this is just outstanding what she's doing.
15-8.
18 matches she's played against top 20 players. As I mentioned, Chi, who was 17th, Baeyeonju, who was 16, Baeyeonju, which was 16 as well, and Porntip, back in 2016, who was 14th. So this is huge.
16-8.
And now Ratchanok is fighting for her life. Now that's good.
Service over.
She's a whopping
9,
7 points
6.
away. This would be absolutely massive for Natsuki Nidaira. Still a little bit of work to do here. She just keeps surging forward.
Service over. 17.
The confidence coursing through her veins at the moment.
Service over, 10-17.
Well, Ratchanok lost to a 34th ranked player in Go Jin Wei in her last match. That was a walkover, though. You can't count that. The Hong Kong Open. Is she now staging a little comeback here?
11-17.
She lost to Nozomi Okuhara, who was ranked a little lower than Nidaira, 36th in the world. But Okuhara, we know, is a former world #1, and who was going through some injury issues then. So, is that necessarily a fair reflection? She's lost to Gao Fangjie at the US Open last year, who was 36th in the world in the semi-final. So she's had a few of these disappointing losses. She lost to Gao Fangjie twice, in fact. Thailand Open last year, when Gao was 50th in the world, she lost to her. She also lost to Riko Gunji, another Japanese player. She had to retire in that one.
18-11.
So unfortunately for her, 2023 is has got a few instances of this happening. This is a person who has won this tournament twice before, 2010 and 2020. She's showing flashes of it, but it's
Service over,
all coming a little late, perhaps.
12-18.
Ratchanok, as I mentioned, won this in 2010 and 2020. She got to the semis in 2018. The final in 2022. She's performed well here.
Ball. Service over, 19-12.
2 points away from a massive result here for Natsuki Nidaira. Eight match points for the Japanese player. Oh, this is huge, absolutely massive for her. Can she finish off here? Natsuki Nidaira, what an amazing result this is for her. The highest ranked player she has ever beaten in the biggest tournament she's been in this far. Never been to a 500 semi-final. And to do it, she has just been the former world champion, the world #13. Also unprecedented for this Japanese player.
Match won by Natsuki Nidaira.
Fantastic result for Natsuki Nidaira.
12.
And that will be one of the stories of this tournament. Yeah, absolute delight from her. She can show those emotions now. She's played brilliantly from start to finish and has led for 95% of this match. What a result for Natsuki Nidaira, who's promoted from the qualifiers. 21-16, 21-12. She has beaten Ratchanok Intanon of Thailand. She's done it in under 40 minutes. Well, what a story we've just had in the women's singles here at the HSBC BWF Indonesia Masters 2024. And will we have another fairy tale story here? A qualifier, Leila Chi of China takes on Denmark's 8th seed, Anders Antonsen. That would be something really to talk about, but let's see. So all the semi